Jonas Brothers.
And you're listening to the Roula and Ryan Show on the biggest radio station in Texas.
104.1 KRBE.
KRBE, and it's time for rodeo.
You sound like Cat Williams for a second there. Instead of Irish.
Yeah.
It is rodeo time, my friends. If you just moved to Houston, wow, you are in for a good time, for a good couple of weeks at Energy Center, Energy Stadium. RodeoHouston.com for all the information. And we've got your tickets. We are about to give you the sounder of the day. Now listen carefully to this. And I want you to put our phone number in your contacts so that you're not fumbling around saying, wait, I heard it. What do I do next? Yeah. When you hear this sounder we're about to reveal between the hours of 9 a.m. and 7 p.m., we want you to call us at 833-390-KRBE and be caller 104. And that's how you're going to score free rodeo tickets. Now, you're not going to win them right now because it's not time. We're just letting you know what to listen for, and here it is. Woo, 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 woo! When the bull chute opens. That's it, right? Woo, 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 woo! When the bull chute opens. That's what cowboys sound like when the bull chute opens.
That's what they said that?
So it's me. Woo, woo, woo! When the bull chute opens. When I was talking
earlier
you don't
this
say
morning.
that
after 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's true. I can't talk about that.
I mean, you could go woo 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 and say something else.
Woo, woo, woo.
No, don't confuse.
So that is the rodeo sound of the day. It can happen at any time. It can happen at any time. But not right now. We're just letting you know what you're listening for, and that's how you're going to score Rodeo Houston tickets.
Okay. It's Try It Tuesday on the Roula Ryan Show. It could be super weird, it could be super gross. We'll take it to the face. Grab a garbage just in case. Just try it. Just try it.
KRBE.
All right, the question is, do we want to start out sweet or do we want to start out spicy?
Spicy.
I feel like if we start out spicy,
That might help
it'll
us.
ruin the sweet.
Or would that help if it's too spicy? This might not even be bad, but it's called Try Tuesday, so we don't know if these are
Yes.
hot or not.
We buy it
give me
for
the
you, so you don't have to
spice.
waste your money. Okay, so if we all want to start out spicy, then we got to go with what Eric brought in first.
All right.
And it is a donkey on the cover, and a donkey is otherwise known as an ASS in the biblical terms and all old school.
You know, I was going to mix them, but you know what? I'm just going to give everyone one, and you can pick the color you want.
So some are spicy and some are not. We don't know what we're going to get. They're all different colors. Now, because I'm a jelly belly jelly bean girl, I've been accustomed to the white ones are coconut usually, so I'm going to go for a white one. Hopefully it's coconut.
What'd you just say? The jelly belly?
Jelly belly jelly bean girl.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a brand. Jelly belly.
Yeah. Around.
Okay, so I'm taking a white one. What color did you get, Eric?
Red. I like red.
Okay.
All right.
There's also yellow, orange, black, and green in there. But you can
There's
also
no being
pick...
boozled. There's nothing
Yeah,
like...
we don't know. I mean, and all the white
Fried
ones,
green.
some could be spicy, some could not.
So these are called, like I said, ass-kicking jelly beans, habanero pepper, habanero, and then it's just, that's it.
Some are not spicy,
Okay.
and some are.
Okay.
Is this the spicy one, or
Ahmad, you
is
want
it
one?
not? Ahmad can try one as well. What color did you pick? What color did you get, Kev?
White.
White, okay.
I have a
White.
feeling
What
these
color did
won't
you,
have
Ryan?
any spice.
I got green and yellow, so.
I
Well,
don't,
you only have to try one.
Okay.
I don't think
So
it'll
let's see
bother.
if we all get
I
a
like
spicy one, or are we
Yeah.
all going to get, or how many of us are going to get spicy, how many are going to get non-spicy?
and if it is a little spicy,
How
let's
spicy
try
is
Tuesday.
it?
We'll see if it's any good. Let's see if these are worth
All
the
at the
bite.
same time?
Yep. Ready?
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Tastes like a jelly
coconutty.
bean?
Mine's just like regular.
Mine's coconutty, but also
It's not
it's
spicy.
plasticky. Like
Oh, God.
Oh
Oh, Sean.
Mine tastes like spicy carpet.
Yeah.
my God! The heat's on the back end.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see it now. It
The
comes
heat's
back.
on the back end.
It's like
Yeah.
ghost
Yeah.
peppers.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
Oh my lordy,
Oh.
the heat is
You
on the back
Run
end.
into it, and it tastes normal.
Yeah, the
and then
first-
about 5 seconds later, it's
Oh,
like,
wow.
whoa, it hits you. Wow, that's hot.
Ooh, that's good.
And we all got a spicy one.
Yeah. I'm going to try the yellow one now.
Wow, that was no.
You gonna do another one?
Yeah.
That
Want some more?
very spicy.
Want to try another? Ahmad?
No.
Ahmad
And,
does.
you're not supposed to drink water because it exacerbates it, but that's all I got. I don't have any milk.
Oh,
Wow, that is really
the
spicy.
yellow's good.
God. Ahmad, do you even
Bless us.
notice anything?
Yeah.
You like the heat?
I love the spice. Well, I would
like
eat
But in the
that.
beginning, it didn't. What color did you get the first one?
The black one.
What was that
Holy
licorice?
crap, it takes a while.
What if you
It
take a
didn't
bunch?
taste licorice-y. I
Okay.
was scared it would.
The white one was like kind of coconutty until the heat came in and started
Let's try-
attacking my tongue.
Let's
It
give
takes
you
a while to hit
7 of
you.
them. Try 7.
7? Why not 3? Or why not 5? Why 7?
I
you
just
can handle
had
the
2
heat.
and my mouth is burning.
There we
Oh
go.
my gosh. Ahmad just
Come
put
on.
7 in his mouth and he's
Okay.
chewing them up.
It wasn't too bad.
Ahmad will not be able to speak for the rest of the morning now because his mouth is full of jelly beans, and then he'll be on fire tongue.
He'll be hurting tomorrow.
He'll have fire tongue.
It's not there yet, but I'm scared
it's
it's
coming.
about
It takes
to come.
a few
5 seconds. Here we go.
Look how fast it came to us after the first couple chews.
3.
Yeah.
I love
4.
this spice, but it also hurts a little bit.
I know.
I've never seen something have such a delayed reaction. Like you
Where'd you
eat
find
it,
this?
and then it's
You can
5
order
seconds later.
on Amazon or online. My wife got it at a store.
Ass kicking
in-
jelly beans with habanero
They're good.
peppers.
But they stick on your palate.
Yeah.
It's not leaving. It's It's like perma spice.
Wow, it's good.
All right, let's try the sweet thing then.
110 calories,
And
guys.
see, is it too sweet? So the next thing is, I was at the grocery store
Would you
yesterday.
recommend those?
I would. I like them.
Not bad.
I mean, they're a nice little
They
kick
got a
and
kick.
different. If you're a jelly bean
But the
person,
problem
like
is
you
your
were
little kids
how are you
get
feeling there, Ahmad?
Kids are gonna
with
cry.
the 7
Ahmad's-
habanero pepper jelly beans now hitting you hard.
It's killing me a little bit, but I like it. I do love spice.
Isn't that weird? It hurts, but I like it.
The more time passes, the hotter it gets.
Yeah.
Like now, it's really getting hot.
Okay, so yeah, my mouth is on fire. So is this going to help us? I don't know. But Reese's Peanut Butter Cups has recently been giving us a lot of different choices. In the past, I brought the Ruffles Peanut Butter Cups. They have the peanut butter cereal peanut butter cups. They have caramel cups. They've got pretzel peanut butter cups. So for Christmas, they had sugar cookie peanut butter cups.
When I was a kid, all we had was regular and then the egg for Easter time.
yeah.
The egg shape.
Now
There
they
you
make
go, Kev.
Christmas trees. They do everything for every holiday.
It's minis. Ahmad, you want to catch? There you go. Oh, well, somewhere there.
I'm hungry.
That's a bad
So
girl.
it is a little Reese's Peanut Butter Cup mini,
Mine's crumbling.
and it's sugar cookie inside. Did anybody buy these over the holidays? I don't know, but you know
Sweet,
they were
these
like
are good.
75% off yesterday, so I bought them. So it's like a little small one. It's not a huge one, so
Peanut
hopefully it's
butter
not
tastes
too
old.
crazy.
yeah, this is crumbling.
No,
and
just
old.
because you know I bought it yesterday?
no, it was
No, I mean,
Maybe it's made that
mine has
way?
got like white streaks in it.
it's not creamy.
Because it's a sugar cookie.
Oh, that's why.
It's not that different from a regular Reese's.
I can't
peanut
taste
butter
any
cup.
difference.
I would not.
Like
buy that.
I taste a little crunchy pieces, but not enough to.
It tastes the same.
No, it's not good.
A little stale.
Not stale at all.
I think it's made that way because it's a sugar cookie.
Because
Oh.
it's a sugar cookie.
You know what? I like the crunchy pieces. I think I like it better than a regular standard cup.
What?
I do.
Ugh.
Yeah, because it has that crunch in the bottom.
No, I'd go with the standard over this.
I would go with the pretzel one, Kev, over this one
Oh, the
because
pretzel's good.
the sugar cookie has to give it a little bit of a different flavor. It's not as peanut buttery, but it's good with a crunch. But the pretzel one is really good because it gives a little salt to the peanut butter.
Send some of those home with me.
I'm going to give you a whole bag.
You get a whole
honey.
bag?
Oh,
Take
yeah.
a whole bag. Because
Get
all
in the
this
gym a little
candy-
extra hard
bet he
this
Just
week.
because Christmas is over doesn't mean these expire.
He'll be
These
in
are
his
good
truck.
until July of 2025.
Kevin's gonna be eating those on the way home and
Yeah.
throwing the wrappers on the
Yeah.
floor.
How many rappers
This is like
are
the
in
shame
Kevin's
food you
floor?
hide from your mate.
Yeah.
And Booster's going to
no.
be like, who's been eating all this chocolate?
Oh, no. Booster's going to hear this right now and have expectations when I get home.
Hey, Eric, I think you just maybe we could have a game out of that. Like, how many rappers are on Kevin's floor?
No, really, I don't eat sweets or chocolate. I do not
No?
at all.
No?
Nope. I don't snack. I mean, I've got
Not
to
even
fit
a-
into a.
Not crackers, not chips. Like nothing is your vice like that?
I never. You know what is my vice is red wine and Irish whiskey.
Is that supposed to be
And
advice? I thought that's supposed to be good.
I spend the calories there because they have so much calories.
And
in-
Kev, if you like to drink a lot of red wine, you know red wine for a lot of
Makes
people
you
it
feel
gives
so
them
fine.
hangovers or things like that. I saw this thing on Instagram yesterday, and I don't know if it's the first time it came across, and I just remember it now. But this lady said if you want to drink red wine and not have a hangover or have a problem with sulfites, you just take a stainless steel spoon
okay.
and you stir it for like 20 seconds. Stir the red wine in your glass for like
Changes
20
the
seconds with
composition?
the stainless steel. It interacts with the steel.
Really?
The sulfites. And it dissolves them or whatever, dissipates them. I don't know. But you will not have a problem drinking red wine if you just stir it with a metal
I
spoon.
bought those. I have those ones.
Stainless steel.
It's stainless steel, but it's got like it looks like a tea bag almost.
Okay.
And you put it in there and you spin it around. It's supposed to take those
For
out.
wine?
Yeah, for wine.
The
Have
other
you
thing
seen
you'll
those
not
at Total
realize-
Wine sells them?
Yeah,
I'll bring
it's
them in
like
for Try Tuesday. I'll try that.
And do y'all think that the aerator really works? That you shove into the top of the bottle?
I mean, it works a little bit,
I
but
don't know.
like, I mean, you gotta let it breathe.
Anyway, you
Wine
gotta let it breathe
But
anyway.
If you're in a pinch,
Yeah,
I don't know.
you
which
feel-
I'm always in a pinch. Like I want to drink this now.
I gotta
wanna
bring in
wait
that
for
other
it.
one. Remember, I bought that. I've only used it once. It's you can put it for bourbon and wine, and you punch in a
It's a
number.
stopper?
The perfect pour.
Yeah, and it'll pour out whatever you
It's
want.
so dumb.
Use
I
it
could
one
perfectly
time.
pour my own.
Yeah, forget
Yeah,
about
right.
Like, why do you need to measure the ounces? You're not like
That's
you're
'cause
not,
you're
not
counting.
charging
Wow,
yourself
you
for
sure
it.
drink a lot of iced tea. That's not iced tea, it's bourbon.
I should
That's the
because
amount of pour it is.
when I go to restaurants and I get my drink, and I'm like, wait, this is it?
For 50
Yeah.
bucks,
Yeah,
20
paying-
bucks,
then
18
you'll be
bucks,
conditioned.
17 bucks.
$20 for this? I don't realize my stuff looks like iced tea.
The other thing, too, a little stainless steel hack for you guys in case you don't know this. If you are cooking and you're chopping garlic and your hands stink, you can rub a metal spoon over your hands under the cold water.
Does that work?
Yeah, it does.
I don't know if it
pulls-
works completely.
It pulls the sound.
We'll try that on Tuesday.
The smell.
We'll try these.
Get Roula's hand all garlicky.
Yeah, see if it works.
You just chop garlic, because you're cooking, and then you have to run that because they actually sell this thing. I saw
I
it
thought
once
it
in a
was lemon you
store.
put on your
Steel
hands.
soap.
It looks like a bar of soap, but it's stainless steel, and you're just supposed to run your hand around it like you have soap in your hand. But it's cheaper just to grab a spoon out of your drawer and rub the back of the spoon
All right.
over your hand
Let's try that next week.
under cold water.
We'll do your hands and see if it smells.
But I don't think it's the same. First of all, you got to
We're
do it at
walking
the
a
sink over
sniffer
there,
hand.
and we're in here. How are we going to do it in there?
Well, you get your spoon.
Yeah.
Yes, I know, but
We've
I
got
have to be
sink
over
right
there
around
and
the
do
corner.
it.
You get a sink, you'll come back. You'll be on the phone.
A wireless mic.
Wireless mic. We'll bring it back in.
Well, let's try. But,
All you do is
know.
wash it, and then we'll have you come back and then smell you.
So you want me to cut garlic in here
Well,
next
you can do
Tuesday?
It out there.
We'll just get some raw
No, I'm
garlic
going to do it right
cloves.
next to you. I'm doing it right next to you,
I
Eric.
always feel bad for
I will
all
chop, chop,
the
chop,
other
chop, that
jocks
garlic.
that have to come into this studio.
Just
Some
don't
of
throw
the
in the garbage.
Smells.
Just never forget the time Roula walked in with the onion jacket.
Oh,
Never forget.
God.
Oh,
that was a
yeah.
rough
When
one.
you live somewhere and there's close quarters and you're cooking, your clothes smell all like it.
How polite were we, though?
And I had no idea it was me. I
didn't
couldn't
say
even
anything.
smell it.
We
I know
knew you
y'all were
smelled
so
the whole
nice.
show.
I kept.
I had no idea.
I think we were an hour into the show. I kept whispering to Sam. I'm like,
No, Ryan had said like 100 times, I smell onions. And I go, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't smell anything.
But then when I figured out it was you, I kept it quiet.
I know, that was very nice of you. But you should have told me because I would have wanted to know and not torture
It
you
was
we did
guys.
later.
overwhelming onion.
It was on my bag. It was on because we were living at the apartment, and in the apartment, the way the range was, it was facing over the kitchen island little area, and my work bag and my jacket were right there. And my jacket, it's your jacket, like it's a hoodie. I wear it in here, and I don't wear it again.
Yep.
So if I put it on my work bag, I'll wear it again tomorrow because it's freezing in the studio, and it absorbed all the smell of what my husband was cooking.
So
He
you're
was
making
chopping
chili
onions.
when you make chili with the onions and stuff.
Or if you go to like Chewy's. I love Chewy's, but man, when you leave, it leaves with you.
That
been
happens
there
a
in
lot of
forever.
fajita restaurants, actually. I feel like that
Yeah,
happens.
but Chewy's is like, I think the
There's
number
something
one.
different about them.
It's really good.
It's
There was a
really
place
good,
called
but man, you
Fandango's that
smell
used to
like
do that,
that
too.
forever.
Like at lunchtime, I don't know if I'd go for lunch for me.
You go back into the office, and it's like you're going to smell like the restaurant.
Oh, and somebody gave us another hack. When you
hour.
have a spicy tongue, like we did with the habanero jelly beans,
Yeah.
if you put plain sugar granules on your tongue, it should calm down the pain.
Not
from
Splenda?
the- I guess not Splenda. It has to be like regular sugar
Gotta be real sugar.
granules. That's what it is. Okay, coming up next, we want to hear from you at 833-390-KRBE. That is our phone number for True Crime Tuesday. It is the first one of the
this
year.
is
We would like
fun.
for you to share your stories of crime, whether you witnessed it, you were part of it, or unfortunately you were a victim of it, and then you got your...
Maybe you can warn people.
Yes.
If something happened to
This
you.
is like a public service. So you
Totally.
can call us right now at 833-390-KRBE.
A lot of times we get people that dated somebody and they found out they were a murderer.
Serial
Yeah.
killers. It was crazy. Okay, we'll see what we get for the first time.
Bring it.
Doing True Crime Tuesday next on the Roula and Ryan Show. We are looking to you on the phones at 833-390-KRBE. It's the first True Crime Tuesday
Gonna do it
of
menacing.
2025 as we are...
Crime Tuesday. Or you could do it like Keith Morrison from Dateline. He's so sing-songy.
He is.
Was it a true crime?
He always sounds like he's telling like a bedtime story. She was a lovely lady.
Until her
What
head was in
did
the
we
fridge.
know? Yeah, exactly.
Until we found her husband in the freezer in the
Yeah.
basement. Interesting.
Here we
note.
go.
That's Matthew Perry's stepdad. People don't realize that. It's so funny. Okay, so we're taking the calls at 833-390-KRBE. I'm going straight to Lisa. I've got to know about the guy who murdered his family. What? Lisa, tell us this story. How are you connected? How do you know this story? What is the deal? Welcome to True Crime Tuesday.
Hi. So I was in high school with him. This was back in the 80s. I did a little research while I was on hold, and the court documents say 87.
Okay.
Okay.
And he killed his mother, his father, and his brother.
Oh, my God.
And initially, we didn't know. He was still coming to school.
Oh, wow.
So everyone was consoling him, and he was actually dating a friend of mine. And, we were consoling them, and then they started coming up with evidence that, like, they found a bloody shirt of his.
Uh-oh.
And so then people started kind of getting scared. Well, then they went on and arrested him because he started spending a lot of money. We were still in high school. He went and bought a Porsche, And we were like, okay, that's not how you act.
That
You
sounds
have
like
to
the
respect
Menendez
your
brothers.
family.
How many
You know?
weeks after the murder happened did you guys consoled him, and then it
The
turned?
suspicion started.
Yeah, the suspicion was like 2 weeks, a month.
It was less than a month because
Okay.
he started buying stuff. He started buying stuff before he even buried them,
Oh.
which looked really suspicious.
Yeah, because like when you
So-
lose a loved one that close, you get so numb and you can't think about the things that a
actually, do you
normal
get the money
person
that
would think
fast?
about.
Well, if
You
they
get
have
the
a
money
bank
that
Yeah,
account,
but they've got access to the bank account. Look
Oh.
at the Menendez brothers. When their parents were murdered,
What was it
they
like?
murdered them,
Like, when
they
you
went
think-
out and spent immediately.
you think back to like hanging out with them. Was that just is it chilling now? You think that guy? How could he kill somebody? I can imagine that.
More than
or
one
could you
person in
say?
his family.
I could see it.
Oh, wow.
Well, then he got out on bail.
Oh,
He got a very high-powered lawyer. I don't know if I can say his name, Craig Washington.
Sure, okay.
And
All right.
who's really good at what he does, and I don't know how, but he got him out. And by then we were in college. Me and my friend, we didn't go to the same college,
Yeah.
but we kept in touch. And she was estranged from her family. So, during the holidays, they closed the dorms down. So she didn't have anywhere to go. So I called her and told her, hey, you can come spend the holidays with my family. So she was like, okay. So I was calling trying to get an idea of when she would be there. And she was like, I'm not going to be able to come. And I was like, are you okay? And I could tell something was off, but I didn't quite know what it was. She called me like about 3 days later. She was mortified. She was like, he came and got her, and no one was there because the dorms had cleared out.
When you say
And
got
he
her, like abducted?
Basically, he didn't have a weapon, but like she was telling him, well, no, I'm going. And he was like, no, you're going with me.
So he basically by force took her from the college she was. How did he know her? Because Lisa, for those just tuning in, Lisa's telling us about a story about in 1987 when she was in high school, a fellow classmate murdered his entire family.
they dated.
Because he was your boyfriend at the time in high school
Her
when he
friend's
killed her.
boyfriend. Her friend's.
Oh, so
Right.
that's where I'm missing the connect.
Yeah,
So
her
in
friend's
college,
boyfriend.
your friend that couldn't go home was his
Ex-girlfriend.
girlfriend.
His girlfriend in high school, correct?
His
Yeah.
girlfriend in high school.
And
So
then
he
he
came and got her
abducts
from the
her.
dorm when the dorm shut down.
And she got away.
And then what happened next?
Well, she said he took her like to a cottage in the woods. She said, Sydney, Lisa, I thought he was going to kill me. She said because she said I wasn't saying much because I was so scared, and he was saying stuff like, you think I did it, don't you? And she was like, she could just see something in his eyes. She's saying, and she just turned into an actress. She said, I could have gotten an award. She said, I just started rubbing him. No, baby, I love you. You're everything to me. And she said that she really believes her doing that is
Yeah.
what
Won
Saved
his
her
trust
life,
and
yeah.
saved her
Let
life.
her
Did he get arrested then? After you said he was on bail.
kidnapping her?
did.
Yeah.
And when I did, because when I first called in, I wasn't sure what had happened to him. That's why I didn't want to give my name because I don't know where he is.
You're afraid for your
But
own
when I-
safety. Yeah.
Right. But I just looked it up, and it does say that he got 99 years for each murder.
What was his
Oh,
name?
good.
Whoa.
What was the name? Are we able to look that up?
Yeah, we can look him up. What's his name?
His name was Reginald Lewis,
Okay.
and we went to Woolridge High School.
Wow.
And this happened, the court date is in 1987.
What was his last name? Reginald
Lewis.
Lewis.
We'll look it up.
Lewis.
I like to read those type of
Man,
things.
Lisa, that is really too close for comfort. You are one step away from.
See, it's
that.
always someone that's like,
One step removed. Oh, wait, to answer Eric's question real quick, Lisa, knowing now what Reginald did, were you shocked? Like, I can't believe he did that. Or was it like, yeah,
I saw it.
that's something he would do? How did you feel?
Stop. He was very quiet.
Okay.
He was very quiet in high school. And no, I would have never, ever in a million years. That's why even when they accused him, initially, until they started talking about the evidence, that's what really we were like, well, why would he have a bloody shirt?
was it a weapon?
then,
Was it like a gun?
Yeah, how did he kill his family? With a gun?
Well, He not only did he bludgeon his dad, he also burned him.
Oh, my
He burned his body.
Oh, that's some hate
And then he
there.
just kept going to school.
That's some hate.
Like nothing.
Wow.
Oh my God! Did he at least try and plead that, like, oh, my parents, it was a horrible house life, or was he like, yeah, I don't know, I just killed him?
There's got to be
That's
some kind of like
craziness.
Wow, I'm gonna look that
some
one
kind
up.
of disorder in the brain because a normal person just could not do something so
My
horrific.
goodness. Danielle's up next. It's True Crime Tuesday. If you are tuning into the Roula and Ryan show, it's 833-390-KRBE. Danielle, you all right there? Sounds a little
Are
noisy.
you on
in your
Bluetooth?
phone.
Are you on Bluetooth, Danielle?
Yeah.
Are you able to talk through your headset or your phone?
Yeah.
Sometimes
Is this better?
No.
Let me
It's
hear,
really noisy because it's on speaker. Unfortunately. I mean, I get it if you're driving. I don't want to make it dangerous.
Yeah, I just
for
want you to be safe, but we'll try it. Let's see what happens.
Okay, let's just try and hear. Hopefully your phone doesn't break out. So it's True Crime Tuesday. You're telling us about getting pulled over and what happened. I just know that much. You got pulled over, and that's what's starts your True Crime True Story. True Crime Tuesday story.
Yes. Yes. So, can y'all hear me?
Yep,
Yeah.
sound great now.
Okay. Yeah, so I got pulled over on my way home from work, and I had, 5 things wrong. Like, my inspection was out, my registration was out, my license was expired. It was, a whole thing. So he wrote me up for, 5 tickets, and I asked him, I was like, can you just write me for, 1, And he's like, oh, you're so funny. Because, I was, just trying to make a joke of it, trauma and
Try and
all
get out of
that.
it.
Yeah.
And so, and so he was like, no. And I was like, okay, well, I was like, isn't it true that if you don't show up to court, then they'll dismiss my tickets? He's like, oh, I don't know. He's like, well, what would you do for me if I didn't show up to court?
Oh,
and I was like, I would say thank you. And so I went to go, fix all the tickets. I got everything in good standing. I went up to the courthouse, and a bunch of my friends had said, hey, you need to file a report. So I did, and Internal Affairs ended up calling me and meeting me in a parking lot, and I had to get in their car and give them the whole spiel and everything.
wow.
Whoa.
And then they did a sting operation on him with a female officer, and he solicited her for, I don't know, popcorn or whatever you guys say. I'm not sure.
Intercourse.
Sex.
Fornication.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
But apparently, he would pull over, Hispanic people, and he would tell them that he would get them deported if they wouldn't, sleep with him.
Oh, my God. What
my
a slime.
Yeah, and so, he ended up getting in, huge trouble. But I felt really lucky because, I just was like, no thanks.
Yeah,
But I didn't realize, I didn't realize at the time that's what he was saying, I think I was just that's a weird question. And then I was like, oh, later when I was telling it back, they were like, Danielle, you get it, right? And I was like, kind of.
So you were young and naive and
yeah,
pure
definitely.
of heart.
It was
and-
15 years ago or something. So,
I was hoping you
it
would
was
bite,
crazy.
when
Yeah.
you said that.
Well, it's good that you report it because you started the wheels
Good.
moving, and that's where they figured out the rest of it.
You
They
got a
still
bad
on
cop
him.
off the streets.
Yeah, and then when it all came out, I had called the local news, and I was like, hey, I was one of the people, and they were like, can we come interview you? And I was like, oh, okay. My mom freaked out. She was like, Danielle, he's gonna find you. And I was like, oh, I didn't think about that part, but it's all good. He
Yeah, 'cause
didn't
you never
find
know.
me.
That is the thing
Yeah,
you worry
that's
about.
true.
Like our first caller, she was worried about her
Yeah.
name. She didn't know he was incarcerated.
Right.
So they told you he got.
Fired.
You knew everything through the news, or did they keep you abreast of the situation through the months of the investigation?
Yeah, they told, Internal Affairs called me, I think the day before, and told me that he was going to be arrested. And honestly, I've never even looked to see how long he got or how much in trouble he got. I think I tried to look it up a couple times and I couldn't really figure it out.
Well,
And
I'm
I was
glad
like,
that you spoke up. I mean, think about how
Yeah.
many people he may have done this to, and think of
Right.
all the people that you saved from this
Yeah.
being
happening to them.
victimized by him.
I wonder if he served time or
Aw.
just lost the job. But
Yeah, you did
a
something
great
good.
thing.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Thanks, guys.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true that he victimized so many people, and then you
Yeah.
stopped him from victimizing more because had you not said anything, then clearly they already thought something was up that they did a sting operation on him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe
There must have
yours
been
was like
rumblings.
that pinnacle call that's like, okay, listen. We
How
have
do they do
this-
this thing? Do they, female cop, you're just going to speed by him back
They
and
get
forth?
an undercover, attractive
'Cause you
girl
gotta
to
have
drive
pull
by
back and
him.
forth, back and forth.
Oh, he didn't do it. All right, I'll do it again.
You didn't get me.
Go faster.
Look at me. It's like that scene in Bridesmaids where she's trying to get him to pull her over. And she
Oh,
goes,
yeah.
look at me, I'm drunk. I'm drinking all this vodka behind the wheel.
Like, he wouldn't do
and
it?
he would not pull her over because he was mad at her because they had a bad
I forgot about that.
relationship. Anyway, Danielle, I'm glad that you're safe, and I'm glad you got a dirty cop who's sexually harassing and assaulting people off the streets.
Thank you for your story.
My goodness. All right, go to the listener line, guys. 713-278-VENT, True Crime Tuesday. I mean, I can't take any more than that.
Yeah,
I'm going to think about Lisa's story the rest of the day.
Yep, I'm going to go
look at this guy right
Tuesday.
now. Coming up next, I have very good news for Special K in Celebrity Scoop. What is going to make him so happy about a movie that he talks about a lot?
Oh!
Have you heard anything about this movie?
No.
Okay.
But
At first I thought it was
there's
class
like
action
3
suit.
movies that I talk about a lot.
And you're going to be happy that one of them might get some life back in the lungs, breathe life back into the lungs
Gonna
of this movie
resuscitate.
franchise. Find out what's all about next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Wake up. It's KRBE and more of the Roula and Ryan Show.
It is time for Celebrity Scoop, usually brought to you by Taquerias Arrandas. And I said that Special K is going to be very happy with this news. In Hollywood today, according to Deadline, Special K, one of your favorite movies that was a one and done has an actual sequel for real
So it's
this
not
time
Jurassic Park
in
or
the
Alien
works.
movies.
Okay.
Well, I already know that Naked Gun is coming back with, what would that be, a
Liam
fourth
Neeson.
one?
No, it's not Naked Gun.
That's a reboot, so that's like
I
a
wouldn't
start.
care to do that story. I don't care about that franchise.
Hey, I do.
It's Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion.
Oh, wow.
What?
Wow. Are they allowed to do that? Is it both of them coming back?
Yes, Lisa Kudrow shared an update with Deadline saying that we're as close as we've ever been. She said this on the Drew Barrymore show. There is a script that is really good. And Drew Barrymore is such a fan of that show. She goes, oh my God, I just got chills. I really did. And Lisa Kudrow said, yes, it'll happen. I mean, we'll see, because it's all about.
Now there's so many places that need content.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be a movie
right,
theater. You
right,
can do it
right,
anywhere.
right.
Yeah.
From Amazon to
All the different platforms.
It could even be like a 6 episodes.
Yeah, that's one of those quotable movies that I absolutely love.
What year was that?
Post-it notes.
Late
1997.
97.
Okay.
Yeah, and she said that back when, because Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion apparently was based on a play.
Oh.
Anybody know this?
No, I did not.
Robin Schiff is the one that wrote the script for the movie, and it was based on a play that he also wrote. And Lisa Kudrow said they had I don't know what a backer's audition is for the play to see if they could even cast the play. And they all, went to acting teachers saying, who do you recommend to audition? So she went to audition. That was her first audition ever for Airhead number 2, Michelle. They were their minor characters. They were on stage a total of 7 minutes in and out for the whole play. Lisa Kudrow told Drew Barrymore that Adam Schiff will write a pilot for a TV adaptation of that wasn't very good, and then it ended up turning into, after draft after draft after draft, into the movie Romeo and Michelle's High School Reunion. If you've never seen that movie, there are so many people in that movie that you've seen in other shows, and about 2 girls who go to their high school reunion from the 80s. Now it's the 90s,
But they wanted
and
to
they didn't
brag,
do anything
right?
with their
They
lives.
wanted to brag, so they made
so
stuff
they
up.
lied about what they did for a living.
I invented Post-it notes.
Yeah, she said I invented Mira Sorvina said she invented Post-its, and then Janine Garofalo's character's like, no, you didn't. So and so did it, because I know that guy. I remember how he did the epoxy glue for the notes.
And they were friends, right? Or she just
No.
She was like the angry girl from high school
Yeah, she
that
wanted
was
to point
a chain
out-
smoker that
You
came
got
just
the feeling that Janine Garofalo was not really acting.
I don't
I
know.
mean, she kind of like
Played
that's how
herself.
she is.
Yeah, like
Salty.
reality bites and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're right. That's her.
I've met her before, and she's very much like that.
So
I never thought much like she's all right.
I
We'll
met her
see.
at the MTV Video Music Awards after the show. They had an after party in Bryant Park, and I was sitting at a picnic table bench with Janine Garofalo and Dennis Miller, and I was like, wow, she's really like she is on the movies, in the movies.
And some of these actors are.
I don't think they're acting.
That's just who they are.
or I don't know. It's been about 30 years. Thinks maybe she's changed a little bit.
Oh,
No, probably not.
You know,
It's been about
Some
30
people
years.
don't
I'm more
change.
political or something.
I
yeah.
don't really know what she's doing, but maybe she makes money off the stuff that she did in the 90s.
Yeah, what is
right?
she even doing? Is
'Cause
she
you don't
even
see her
acting?
a lot. I don't know. Does she still like run as a comic?
The first I ever saw her was on the Larry Sanders Show, which was Gary Shandling's comedy. It was a spoof of like a talk show host.
Yeah.
And it was on, you can still watch it on Max.
It's actually pretty good. I watched it a
was
couple
really
years ago
good.
to see because I never saw it
It
before.
stands up. It's really funny.
Oh, speaking of high school movies, we were talking about SZA earlier and how she was on the Drew Barrymore show, and she was telling Drew Barrymore how much she loves her as an actress and the movie she grew up with watching of Drew. She even has a song with Drew's name in it. And the movie Never Been Kissed. A lot of people don't realize that, all these high school movies
Is that
have
the
like,
one with Josie Grossi?
Yes. Most high school movies are what? It's about the cool cliques and the nerds, and somebody's trying to get into the cool clique, and the cool clique does accept them for a little while until maybe it all blows up, or they're always chasing the cool clique and they never get there. So in Never Been Kissed, it is a story about a very young, out of college Drew Barrymore who is assigned to go undercover as a high school kid at a high school to find out what these kids are doing, get inside their heads, get into their cliques, and let's figure this out. And one of the cool clique girls, like 3 blonde girls who all look the same, and they do this big dance, and there's always a theme, and they show up as the Barbies. And one of those Malibu Barbies is Jessica Alba before she was famous.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
She's like the quieter one.
She's the quieter Malibu Barbie. If you watch movies like Can't Hardly Wait or Never Been Kissed, all these things, there are Oscar winners in those casts before they were famous.
It's like I was talking off air about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino.
Such a good movie.
All the people like Butler, what's his name? Your guy.
Austin Butler.
You just rapid fired
My
her.
rapid fire quiz guy.
Like he's in that. The girl
In
from
Can't Hardly Wait or Never Been Kissed?
In,
in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Okay.
Like he's in it. Sydney Sweden's in it. She's one of the girls.
Sydney Sweeney.
Sweetie. I can't remember the names. I just remember the faces.
Okay. Yeah.
The girl with Demi Moore that was in
In The Substance.
Substance.
The young girl.
I forget her name too. She's in it though. All these people like were no names in that movie in the movie, and now they're all popping
Mikey
up.
Madison too. She's getting big for that movie Anora.
Oh yeah.
She's also in that as well.
It's crazy how
There was
It's just like what's his face was in 40-Year-Old Virgin, Seth Rogen.
Yeah, that's
he
what
just had a small part.
There's a movie called School Ties with Matt Damon and Brendan Fraser. And it's about the 50s. And it was an all-boys school. And Brendan Fraser was Jewish. But they had to hide that he was Jewish so that he could play football for the school. And there's all these boys in this class. And half those boys grew up to be these major actors like Rip from Yellowstone. And in there is almost an uncredited Ben Affleck. Like nobody even pays attention to him. He's just one of the boys in the class.
So they all probably go audition for the same roles.
Yeah, they see each other
Like,
over the years.
All right, we'll
All
put
the
you
time.
on.
They were like a Hollywood clique. Roula, you read Rob Lowe's book, didn't you?
No.
Well, I read his book like when
did
we
not.
got to.
I interviewed him, but I did not
Like
read it.
they all hung out. It was like him and Charlie Sheen and
Reed.
Sean Penn and all these actors from the same era. They actually all went to the same high school. They were the same clique.
You had a cool life.
Yeah.
You're in high school, you're friends, and then all of a sudden you make it.
You're
famous.
all famous. Yeah.
I mean, think about it. If we were all growing up in Hollywood as children of, what do you do what your dad does? If your dad, look at Rob Reiner's kid. Oh my God, why am I having a brain
Jake?
fart? Jake Reiner. He was on Channel 2 for years. And his whole life, it was very normal for him to say, well, Saturday night, Billy Crystal would come over
Tom Hanks sings
with
out.
Robin Williams. And I would
Famous
hear them
people
being
hang
so
out with
loud
famous
downstairs.
people.
And then, he grew up and he got into broadcasting. He got into television form
I
of
still
some
laugh
kind.
because he had to go interview Astro fans beat his Dodgers because he's a huge Dodgers
For those
fan.
that don't know this,
And I just loved it watching him on.
He was on Channel 2, right?
Yep.
yeah, he was on Channel 2, and I
Secrecy.
saw him at the World Series, and of course the 2017 World Series as riddled with chaos that it is now. At the time, of course, living here was so amazing to see us go to the World Series. And Jake Reiner is an LA kid, born and raised. And so I saw him in the stands like before the game. And I was like, oh, hey, Jake, how's it going? He was wearing a jacket that was Super Bowl 51 from the Houston Super Bowl that year. And I was like, so, blah, blah, blah. We're talking this. He goes, you don't understand how, like, I'm surprised you're not wearing like Astros gear. Like, aren't you doing interviews and stuff? He goes, I just can't do it, Roula. I can't do it.
Can't do it.
This is the best I'm going to get with my Houston Super Bowl.
I don't blame
jacket.
him.
I can't do it. It's kind of like our friend here. Our boss went to the Yankees Astros game in New York. She did not wear anything orange and blue. She wore green.
Well,
She just wanted to not be known in the stands. Like she wanted to get her butt
That was the
beat
closest
by
I ever
Yankees
came
fans.
to getting my butt kicked. Going to see a Rockets game in Madison Square Garden, and I was wearing my Rockets gear.
Did you see the
And
Eagles fan
Naively.
yesterday?
I mean, I got heckled so
The Eagles
bad.
fan, the internet can be a great thing sometimes. They found this guy, Eagles outfit. He was calling this girl, a Packers fan, this video, the C word, like 4 times, and wanting her dead, all this stuff, the same things. Internet found him. They put his whole, where he works, all this
They
stuff.
doxed him?
Yeah, they doxed him, yep. I
Oh,
almost
wow.
felt, in a way, for a second, I felt bad for him because I'm like, no, screw that guy.
No,
He
you shouldn't
be
talk
acting
to people that way. Did
I
it
mean-
cost him his job?
I don't know. It just happened yesterday afternoon where they found him, and now everyone's screwing with
People
them.
should be held accountable for
in
their
Philly, you get a
atrocious
promotion.
behavior.
Yeah, but
that
and that's what the one guy's like.
attitude.
This Philly sports guy's like, this is not what we're like. This is just not us. And
Apparently
like,
it is.
BS. I've been there. This is how you treat people. This is what you do there.
Wow.
I would never wear anything
wow.
of another team in Philly. It's not
Yeah,
worth
it's-
it.
Too dangerous.
'Cause if
You
you
wonder
win-
why I'm so snarky. It's
Yeah.
like it was built into me.
It's like shameful.
I was raised that way. It's just how people are. I thought it was normal.
But it's not like New York where they're that crowded. You still have more space than New York.
No.
And Philly's the worst. Too many
I don't know
cheesesteaks.
what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE with what's going down in H-Town.
As much as you're on social media, Eric, did you see the TSA released a meme-filled video? And it shows 2024's top 10 catches of prohibited items during searches.
Ooh, here we go.
And Houston, Texas comes in at number 1.
Oh yeah, all the guns.
At
Because we're
Hobby
so busy
Airport.
here.
What else do we catch?
So, no, at
They tell
Hobby...
what- they say what they
it
caught?
showed. There's a big list of in the video of all the different things that are caught.
That means no,
but
he doesn't have the
Houston.
list.
No, I do have it. But Houston came in at number 1. The item that they found was a handgun hidden within a baby stroller. So somebody actually
It was an accident?
tried to
stroller.
sneak. No, they tried to sneak a gun inside a baby stroller, and they got busted. Like, what are you thinking when you do something like that?
Yeah,
Like,
there's
you
no
didn't just
reason those two
accidentally
things
leave
should
a
be-
handgun inside a stroller.
Sounds like they want to be a sky marshal.
Oh,
A
yeah,
sky
yeah.
marshal.
Yeah. I mean, they do run the stroller through that little,
They
the
do.
little
They do.
threshold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds like they
they're gonna
have
find
to.
it.
Yeah, they're not going to skip it, the stroller.
Hey, I watched that series, The Day of the Jackal, on Peacock with what's his name, Eddie Redmayne.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's really, really good. And in that, they had plastic guns. Is that becoming a thing where people build,
Ghost guns. You can print them out. Yep.
where they make a gun built out of
If
plastic?
you watched
They've
In
been
the
doing
Line
that
of
for quite some
Fire with
time.
John Malkovich and Clint Eastwood, John Malkovich made a gun out of a toilet paper spring. Remember he put it together?
In the movie In the Line of Fire?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he took that.
Wow.
From the 90s, right?
He got through and he had like a necklace. He pretended he was a priest.
Uh-huh.
And had a cross, and inside the cross was the bullet. 2
Oh,
bullets.
gosh.
And then underneath the table,
Are they
he's
giving
like
people
he's
ideas?
loading it up. I mean, the toilet paper spring.
It's a movie, Eric.
Yeah. It's not real.
I'm
But
saying
that's why
there's
I was
copycat
asking
killers.
you. I was asking you about, like, so Kevin, you are
But you
saying
can mold them.
it's real. You can make a printable plastic gun.
Absolutely, and it's
How do they
becoming
detect that?
Very contentious, and they're trying to decide if they're going to outlaw these or not. So it's still up in the air.
One of the
Wow.
dogs can smell like gunpowder or something, you know?
That's what the dogs are brought into. I mean, they're
ammunition.
usually brought in to smell like any kind of explosive device, not drugs. They do have drug dogs, but usually when you see the dogs, they're trying to find explosive,
Yeah, they're
incendiary
trained for
devices.
different things. Food, plants, birds.
Yeah, some kid's weed's
Snakes.
not going to take a plane down, but
No, I've
you know,
tried.
explosive.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do a segment one time asking anybody know somebody who tried to smuggle in birds in their pants?
Or a
You
snake
feel
or
like there's
turtle.
always like a
Why
story
would you
like
smuggle
that.
a bird in a
But
pants?
people
They're
have
worth a
done
lot of
it,
money.
Ryan.
Other
It's
countries.
so
Oh,
weird. Where the
exotic
guy with all the
birds?
turtles in his pants? He had all these turtles.
But you got to be careful because it is
What the
true.
heck?
You can't bring those into other ecosystems.
Yes,
You
it
screw it up.
totally
What's
messes it
Australia's
up.
got a big rule? Didn't that get Johnny Depp in trouble?
They got me in trouble. I got pulled over, and when I landed in Australia, they pulled me to the side and
What'd you
said, "You
bring
got
out?
some fruit in there." I go, "I don't want any fruit." Yeah, our dogs smell fruit in there. So they opened my bags, and it was strawberry Nutri-Grain bars.
And they wouldn't let that in.
Oh.
That's
And like,
smart.
they would not let it in. They threw it away. They go, "We cannot have this." I go, "Don't you know I'm from America? We don't put any real fruit, nothing.
Yeah, come on.
We just call it some fruit, and we just say it's fruit flavoring.
It's all sugar.
That's just a bunch of sugar and corn syrup." If you missed what happened on Revenge today, wow, Ray wanted to get Andrea back for what she did to him. What did she do and what did he do? Find out next on The Roula and Ryan Show.